Welcome back to PRM Network. I'm your host, Clint Thomas. The Alabama 200 coming up in 2 weeks with testing this week. We were at the 22nd Annual Shriners Drag Racing and Expo Show. Updates from Freedom Factory and the UARA Series and the Daytona 500 both had exciting races. This episode brought to you by Black Dust Oil Absorbent and Gold Dust Track Resin. The Alabama 200 hosts a rich, varied history dating back to 1960. Over the decades, the event has undergone significant transformations from NASCAR modified races to Grand National events. Alabama hero Red Farmer dominated multiple editions. By 1985, the race had become part of the NASCAR All-American Challenge division. Through several hiatuses, it saw different winners like Mike Alexander, Clay Brown, and Bobby Gill. In 2009, this event returned to Montgomery as a pro late model race, with Augie Grill winning 3 consecutive times. The Southern Super Series then revitalized the race as a super late model event, with stars like Chase Elliott, Anderson Brown adding to its legacy. Since 2017, the Alabama 200 has become part of the Show Me the Money series, and recent races have shown that victory can be unpredictable. Looking ahead, Montgomery Motor Speedway has announced the entry list for the 61st Alabama 200, set for Saturday, March 1st in Pro Late Model event. Notable drivers such as defending Show Me the Money Series champion Jack Finch, 5-time Alabama 200 winners Augie Grill, and multiple-time champion John Bolin and Christopher Tullis will compete. The Modifieds of Mayhem Tour will also race, with the event set to broadcast live on Race America TV. Last weekend, we had the 22nd Annual Shriners Drag Racing and Hot Rod Expo. We met a ton of people and got in touch with engine builder Andy Beal of Beal Race Engines.
Well, today we're a local race engine shop, approximately located 25 minutes from here. Tried something a little different this year. Wanted to bring a complete from scratch, everything laid out, our most popular combo, 632, and build it on site where people could watch it and do this, do that. So they've watched us go through the process, every step. We are now at the completion. Just to help promote us and let people get involved, we're going to put it on a running stand and fire it. People will be able to see it from everything apart from scratch to fully assembled to crank up and run. Just get people in the mood and ready for race season. Because it's a rather big process and there's a lot to it, and people, they just know, open up a magazine or look online and see completed engines. This kind of gives them a feel of what it takes to go from everything laid out to a completed deal. And like I said, our company, we do 200 of these a year, so we stay really busy. And I think it does open the eyes and let people in on it. We've made a ton of contacts. A lot of guys say they're calling on Monday to do something. I think it's a really good show, and I think it really will help us in the end gain some more customer base.
While we were at the Greensboro Shriners and Expo, we met with longtime employee Jaedyn Altiers discussing the upcoming season, and Mark Joyce, former co-owner. With the help of Sandy Collins, track manager, this upcoming season, we will start live streaming at Farmington Dragway for all of their race events here on our YouTube channel.
You can expect a lot of good fast racing, side-by-side action, top eliminator, juniors. We got a new class called the teen racers. Anybody between 13 and 19 can drive, as long as they got a parent.
It's home, a lot of good times, you know. I mean, probably average over 100 events a year. Farmington, I mean, Friday nights up there, the test and tune, can't find no better just to have a good time, whether it's a motorcycle, a streetcar, whatever you got. I mean, it's a good place, but there's a lot of the good drag strips too. Piedmont, Mooresville, Wilkesboro, all them good tracks, so yeah. As long as they drag racing and not on that street so much, it's good, yeah.
Finding balance between racing and her 7-to-5 job may be hard. Jaedyn Altiers giving insight on her racing career and plans for the 2025 season.
I've been racing since I was 6, and due to funding issues, we stopped, and then I was back racing a mini late model at the age of 16, and now I'm currently driving a 602 late model. My plans for the 2025 season is making all the laps I can and going to different tracks Cherokee, I really like Cherokee Speedway, and I like Toccoa and Dixie in Georgia. One day I would love to race in the World of Outlaws tour. I post on Facebook after a weekend of racing just to tell people how I've done. I have Facebook, it's just my name, and then Instagram and TikTok. No one could do anything without God, and I really appreciate everything He's done, and nothing is possible without Him. So, thanks.
In his 50th start, Adam Briggs secured his first career win in the UARA Sportsman Series during the Salted Metal 75 on Saturday night. He led from the start, holding off challenges from Brandon Morris and Daniel Webster. Despite starting in an unfavorable car settings, Briggs earned the victory after a solid day of adjustments. Webster, who battled handling issues, managed to finish second, while Morris, who struggled with his car, came in third. Joel Witchell and Dylan Bigley rounded out the top 5. In a dramatic finish to the Daytona 500, William Byron emerged as the winner for the second consecutive year, overcoming a chaotic final lap to cross the finish line in first place. Perhaps the most terrifying moment came when Ryan Preece's car flipped upside down. This was his second time he has had a car flipped at Daytona. Despite the wreck's timing, Byron credited his victory to instinct and decided to make the move to the third lane event if it wasn't the perfect position. Byron's win makes him the youngest multi-time champion of the Daytona 500 at just 27 years old. Tyler Reddick finished a close second after following Byron the final lap. Despite getting caught up in a wreck caused by Hamlin, Reddick managed to hold off the second place. Chase Briscoe, in his first NASCAR Cup Series event with Joe Gibbs Racing, placed fourth, while John Hunter Nemechek rounded out the top 5. The multiple wrecks throughout the race caused a concern to safety. Since 2022, NASCAR has used the next-gen car, and there has been an increase in blowovers. There has also been a total of 8 incidents since the change. Many drivers and fans are calling for NASCAR to help with the safety for the issues. Thank you for joining us this weekend at PRM Network. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good week.